Welcome back to Heartsfire for Illinois. Now, this part, we will be facing the consequences of our failures last time, and hopefully try to salvage the situation over here. However, yeah, it should not be too hard, but we can't let ourselves get sort of carried away with hubris once again, like we did last time. This time we will be a little bit more careful. For example, we will not get our troops surrounded in any stupid ways. We'll get our motorized divisions up and going. And we'll try to reach this river. Because reaching that river is going to help us a fair deal, actually. Now, we do have some planes available, and they are on orders, so it's fine. Whereas we are leaving this part of the line to our friends. Now we're pushing in the south, however, we need to take this airfield as quickly as possible, and also we need to make sure that our allies don't really eat all the supplies that we need, because that would be quite bad. So we'll make an attack here, and we will also throw in this one division from the flank, because that's going to allow us to have a flanking bonus. And then we'll try to keep pushing up ahead, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to, unfortunately. That was the carrier 4, and after carrier 4 is going to be sub 4. Yep. And we can switch our production to carrier 4. Here's capital ships. This one is not exactly... yeah, 22 days only. These two ones are still working their way, so I'm gonna have to actually... 30th of August, 30th of May, good. I'm actually going to wait, and then when they're finished, I'll go ahead and have that switch production. I'm not sure why my troops are doing this. Doesn't seem like a good idea at all. Now over here we do have a bit of a stable area sort of built up, so we can encircle these guys. Shouldn't be too hard. At the same time we will make our attack here. Should work out. Along with a little bit of help from here. I don't really care right now about the divisions. Our divisions over here are Marines, which means that even with the river crossings and the jungles that are around here, they're going to perform pretty well, because Marines are of course better against that kind of nonsense. So we do have the encirclement, and I guess we'll just use our Marines to reduce it, along with one armored division, whereas the other armored division will proceed south to San Salvador. Whereas the Brazilian army troops are going to be sort of pushed away by our other men in other areas of the battlefield. So we may be able to actually get an overrun soon enough, and that would be quite good. There's some naval combat actually happening. Still my submarines getting demolished. I'll actually put them on sort of avoid engagements, which is going to help. Now we do have a bit of a breach of the enemy lines over here. Doesn't look like this Brazilian division is doing much, but we can't break through because there's too many Brazilians over here, unfortunately. Close air support effort, and I believe we've completed the focus tree. Yep. Nothing else to do. So we've taken San Salvador, however you're supposed to pronounce it, and oh, why aren't you guys continuing? I'm guessing because they were losing to that division in the mountains, but that's no excuse. They'll continue fighting, and then we'll have this Marine division actually line up for another amphibious landing more south to Rio de Janeiro. And we'll wait for these guys to actually have their movement to be finished. And we'll send one... Actually, no, we'll send this guy over here and this guy down south. Because we are essentially just trying to push as much as possible. Leave them as little time as possible to regroup. Take as many ports as possible so that we have more supplies for our army. This one is not going to work, so we'll have to actually wait on it. This one's also not going to work. Let's get the Marines actually on the plan. And over here, can we finally break through? Possibly. It is possible. No, that's not going to work. So there's 2 Brazilian divisions in this port, and we'll cut them off. Actually, I don't think we'll even need the naval invasion. I'll just launch it right now, but... naval bomber free. Air bomber free, carrier bomber free. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Okay, good. So over here we can try to encircle this guy. Doesn't look like it's gonna go too well. Which is a problem. Oh, we've captured an airfield, good. That's excellent, actually. But it's not repaired, which is a problem. So we'll have to... Mato Grosso. Let's find it. Actually, let's just repair everything we found, because that's gonna be all useful. So we do have submarine 4, we'll get advanced landing craft, and we'll switch production. No, it's not screen ships, it's other ships. Sub 4. Yep. And get that going. So once... Oh... No. No, no, no. Yep. Okay. These guys should be trapped. We have some low supply. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. None of these attacks are going particularly well. And we really need to capture that airfield. That's a big problem. And these guys have escaped, of course they have. Just stop that and go for the other guys that are sort of supporting them. Where the hell are my Marines and why the hell aren't they moving? Oh right, I know why. I need my Navy for this. Yep, because I didn't have a Navy to patrol the area. Are these guys trying to cut us off? Yes, they are. Very annoying. We are also in a bit of trouble over here. I'm gonna try to encircle them right here. I don't want these guys to do that. I want them to wait until my Marines are also attacking, and I'll attack from the flank. We've only got a MAN division with pretty much no soft attack, and so we will pretty easily destroy them. These guys are surrounded. I'll get my Marines working on reducing that pocket, and I'll spread out with my motorized in my more in this more sort of open countryside. It's going to be easier to take over with my mechanized troops. We're going to take the capital, and then we're going to charge for Sao Paulo. as quickly as possible. I don't want this to happen. I really don't want this to happen. I don't want it to be a front line, because that's gonna only... And, of course, it was quick enough so that... So we're also in a naval battle, and it's night, so we don't have aircraft. Oops. But it looks like our destroyers have smashed their fleet anyway, and now that it's daytime, we're gonna smash their entire fleet. Good. Now, my other Marine division is still being a little bit of a dick, but it's to be expected. These guys will move through these sort of hills, while the Marines actually just... Ooh, boy, that's not good. While the Marines just hold the area. And I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but we need to fix that as quickly as possible. Surround these divisions. Oh boy. Okay, so they're back under our supply umbrella. Yeah, the front lines here are very weird. And these guys, I'm not sure what they're about, but we're gonna take them out. I'm still not sure what's going on up here, but... So can I do that? No, I cannot. Is that a... Chilean Socialist Republic. Okay. Fine. If you say so. And then... Oh boy, that's a lot of troops. Oh boy, that is a lot of troops. I'm actually going to bring in more men onto Rio de Janeiro. For example, these 4 infantry divisions. Rally them over with this guy. Bring them over to the port. And then I'll ship them over. Because that's going to be very useful to have more presence over there. Now, we only need to take out this guy and we have a pretty substantial pocket over here. It's going to be great. So they're trying to rush reinforcements over here. And they might actually try to go about it with this division as well. But we will actually just stop them. I have an idea. And that idea is this. Of course, they'll try to stop me, but that won't really happen. We also need to quickly take out these guys as quickly as possible and just not allow them to do anything. In fact, some of them, at least for now, will be able to hold on to their positions. However, we need to eventually deal with them. These guys need to go over here. And these guys are just trying to hold them. Oh boy, no. They'll be able to reinforce because of the sort of attacking nonsense that they're doing. I need to find a time where they're not attacking me. Okay, good. This should work. So let's go like this. We can actually encircle this guy. We need to stop that attack to prevent them from doing too much damage to my guys. And my infantry should be in the port. Okay, they are. And I'll send them off. And they'll take exactly the worst possible route. But, hey. Let's hope that they don't get massacred by some Brazilian ship. So let's extend the area of operations of our fleet south. Because that's going to help. Ooh, so we have them surrounded down here. We need to sort of close down the pocket onto this area as quickly as possible, because this area in the south, by the coast, we cannot defend it as much. So we have these guys under our control as well. However, there's some pretty shitty fighting going on. So we have managed to get these guys off the table. We'll get the infantry division working down, whereas the armor and the marines push through. And over here it's also going fairly well. We'll take out that little patch of land so that it doesn't fuck up our AI. And it's not gonna work because they've still got too many troops, so I'll have my armor and my marines attack this other patch of troops. These guys are in danger of being encircled, however there's not much I can do about it. What are these guys? More marines, so I'll assign them to this army. But these guys have another duty, actually. I'll put them in California. Well, that's not exactly California, but yeah. And they'll go for Hawaii, because I'm at war with Hawaii, so I want to take them out as quickly as possible. We do have naval supremacy over every region that they're going to be moving through, so... And I doubt that Hawaii has enough forces to actually survive my amphibious assault. Let's actually check our intelligence. They appear to have 3 infantry divisions, however... I don't know, we'll just have to sort of believe. Now, we do have that situation under control, and we'll try to close that pocket as quickly as possible. Now, these 2 pockets of Brazilian troops are going to be very useful for us, because we really don't want that sort of superior, numerically superior Brazilian army to have a chance to reform. That would be a bit of a disaster. They are still a little bit too heavily organized for us to take out. So there we are. These guys are backed into the corner. They are gone. And I can get this division working as well. So we have this one division surrounded. We'll finish them off. And actually, there's a very good opportunity for an encirclement of all these guys up here. We'll let the motorized division handle that because my marines over here need to hold against these divisions from the south. So, not exactly sure what these guys are doing, but they have managed to unite the pockets, which is probably good for us actually because it'll allow us to crush them faster. So the carrier naval bomber free is going to be good. However, we do need jet engines, so let's go to engineering and get rocket engines going. We will have to switch the productions of our carrier naval bombers to the third model, which is going to be this one, and I know there's one more, which is this one. Okay. Good. So that's quite a bit of Brazilian divisions. Looks like about 10 or 12. And yeah. So these are free. They've also got a couple of divisions retreating over here. They've got 1 division over here and 1 division retreating over here. Plus free, so 5, 8, 10. Yeah, pretty much around 10 divisions. It's gonna be good, and then we're gonna reform our front lines in this area of Brazil. However, I'm very scared to actually use the AI to do it. Because I'm always scared of the AI. Now, to ensure that we don't have any weird surprises, I'm just gonna do it by myself. And have the Marines garrison the port, even though I don't think it will be necessary. And I'll have the infantry and armor divisions take up positions for an assault on Sao Paulo. Of course, we're gonna need a little bit of extra juice other than Sao Paulo to actually get the capitulation. However, that's not too bad. We're actually getting reinforcements as well, which is good. So we'll get our guys, we'll get ready. And we'll be ready to actually attack soon enough now. Light Cruiser 4. We'll go for Battleship 4. Almost finished the naval tech tree as well. In fact, I almost finished the tech tree in general, which is interesting. I've never had that happen. cruiser 4. That cruiser 4. There we go. We'll get one going on the Atlantic and one going on the Pacific. Now I've got my troops ready, so we'll make the advance. We'll have the infantry and the motorized to go after this area, and then do this. Going pretty well. And then we'll have another attack over here and over here. So this guy also needs a little bit of help, looks like. He's almost ready to encircle all these guys, but they're still moving in reinforcements in the province, which is a bit of a problem. And ooh, right, they've also got Bolivia over here helping them out, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Finally, we've managed to actually encircle these guys, and we'll get the reducing operation started as quickly as possible. This one is not going to work. There's way too many infantry divisions. So we've taken the capital, and we're going to keep advancing. Rip Denmark. So how many divisions does Paraguay even have? Oh, quite a bit, actually. So we'll have to plan that out a little bit. Now, just continue to attack and not allow them to regain organization. Just continuously pushing them back and coming back around like this. Then I'll have you guys do that, you guys do that. To encircle these remaining enemy divisions. We'll get one of these guys to actually come down to Porto Alegre, which is their last capital. Well, newest, more like. This infantry division is actually putting up quite a bit of a fight, but since we have our Marines coming in, and I believe we can actually just encircle them. Yep, looks like we're going to be able to encircle before they... yep. They're going to be surrounded and destroyed. And then we can have these guys encircle this amount of troops. Good, they're encircled. Well, actually no, they aren't. Because they've got their friend over here, Bolivia. Oops. Oh boy. They might get overrun. That's unfortunate. Yep, they were overrun. Of course they were. And these guys are definitely in trouble. We're gonna encircle them as well. We'll get the Marines just occupying them as quickly as possible and for as long as possible. Good, they're encircled. Come around and finish them off. There goes the capital. And we'll take all of the coastline. There they are. They're gonna die, and I'm gonna puppet them. Done. So we've got Integralist Brazil as our puppet. Now we're gonna justify on Paraguay and Uruguay. We'll get these 9 guys. Actually, no. What am I doing? We'll get half of these to go against Paraguay. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Are we looking at the same people? Yes, we are. That's distressing. I'm gonna have to redo my plans, it seems. Rip. There we go. And I'm also gonna add one more Marine division just to be safe. And then I'm gonna take everyone else, including the paratroopers. Wait, what? Where are these guys? Oh, where are these guys? Talcy. Well, you'll do that, and then I hope I can actually shift click. Can I? No. Well, I'll have to wait. So I'll get you guys, select all of you, get half, put them on the border with these guys, then select you, and make a plan, then get everyone else, and do the same with Uruguay, and do that. And then get the Marines that aren't involved in any weird shit, for example these guys, and add them to the plan as well. We've also got quite a bit of sort of backdoor into Bolivia, which is good. Because over here it's really not been going too well. So we got some troops strategically redeploying to the area, and that's good. Actually, they're not strategically deploying, which is a bit of a shame. So I'll do that as quickly as possible. So how long will the war goal take? Looks like 40 days for this guy and 25 for this guy. Not exactly sure what, like... I'm just not sure. Not sure what governs the amount of time that it takes to fabricate a war goal, because sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 25, and it doesn't really make any sense. So we're actually running out of manpower. And... well... 50. So we have managed to get a little bit of manpower back. We need to take out Alaska, Hawaii, and Bolivia to end this war. So, who is Argentina with? No one. Good. This guy will just make the backdoor happen and hopefully actually get to La Paz over here. And if they can get to La Paz, then we're gonna pretty much be able to finish off Bolivia as a whole. Advanced landing craft, that's gonna help with the invasion of Hawaii at least. And then heavy cruiser 4, and that's gonna be the end of our research into the naval tree. Come on. Okay, so we've got justification for these guys. We'll go. Yes, all our allies are in the war. We'll get them off AI control, because that would be disastrous. All our divisions over here have Marines, so even if they get river crossing, it's gonna be pretty good, because we're gonna have that bonus going forward. We'll just try to rush for Montevideo as quickly as humanly possible, pretty much. We do have quite a lot of men, actually. We'll try to surround this pocket of divisions. We've got our armored actually punching through in the south, which is going to be great, because there's a ton of enemy divisions that are going to be busied for a little while by our thrust. We'll get the Marines to actually help, and these guys are surrounded. We'll get them working on their defensive line. Capital is about to be completely surrounded. They don't have any supplies. And that's gonna be their end. Good. So there they go. And we'll get the divisions sort of bumped up and ready now. These 4 Marines, I'll put them back onto the Special Forces Army, and we'll get them working on a plan to attack a few cities in Argentina. Actually, I'm gonna have two Marines going after Buenos Aires, and then I'm gonna have another Marine from over here to wait, what? How come the range is that small? Why can I not go down further? That does not make... Oh my fucking god. Oh, I am so pissed. Sometimes this game is just something else. Especially in its UI. Now it works. Of course it does. Of course it does. Not exactly sure... Well, Mar del Plata definitely seems like a good target. And then the 1st Marine Division... They'll go from another port, because that's just how you have to do it, and they'll go to this other port down here. And then I'll get the other guy... No, never mind. I'll get the other guys on the border with Para, because, yep. And we'll get this guy. Oh my god. I just can't get him to go by ship. It's insane. I just don't understand. It just doesn't work. Oh well. I'll do it next part. I'll finish off Paraguay and then end the part. Almost finished. Declare war. Yes, etc, etc. Yes, whatever. Get all these guys. Get them off AI control, because that would be a complete disaster. Get them running towards Asuncion. Yes, running, basically. Not really sure why they have all their divisions up here, but that's going to be better for us. We will renew our attacks in Bolivia. They're attacking us with a lot of infantry, but they're not going to be able to stop our motorized from just going through. We'll cut Paraguay in two from their capital. This guy cannot advance further, which is a problem. And there we go. So we've also got our... Oh, that's not good. So they're going to be able to actually push us back, which is not exactly what I was waiting for, but... Oh well. These guys are taking forever to move in because it's jungle, so the terrain is just terrible. Good. So there goes the capital. I don't think they'll surrender just with that, so we will continue to advance in other directions. And then we'll finish off in the next part. We'll finish off Bolivia, Argentina, and Chile, and maybe plot our attack on Africa. I don't know. Maybe plot for Europe. I don't know. We'll see. After this part, I will scale down the frequency in terms of the... so they've capitulated. So that's going to be the part. After this, I'll scale down the frequency of Illinois. because essentially it's starting to become a little bit of a grind in certain terms, and until I reach fight with Germany or the Soviets, it's not going to be that challenging anymore. And also because I'm going to be starting my Millennium Dawn playthrough, it's going to be on my channel. There's already going to be the link to the, well, not the link, but you're going to have to find it yourself. Yeah, I'm going to put the link in the description of this video to the Millennium Dawn mod vote video, where I'm going to be holding a vote for which country I'm going to be playing in the modern day mod for my next playthrough. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you'll continue to enjoy my playthroughs, and I'll see you soon.